In this video, we're going to talk about how we compare fractions, and we're specifically going to focus on comparing fractions without using a calculator to find their decimal values. So the question becomes, how do we compare two fractions to see which one's larger? And the simple answer is, find a common denominator. And this doesn't necessarily need to be the least common denominator. It can be any common denominator. As long as we come up with a common denominator for the two fractions, this method is going to work for us. So let's go ahead and look at the first problem. Which fraction is larger, 5/7 or 8/11? And so to compare and see which one of these is larger, we're going to find a common denominator. The easiest way to find a common denominator is to just take the two denominators that we have and multiply them together. So we're going to multiply 7 and 11 together, and that gives us our new common denominator. And once we put the fractions over these common denominators, it'll be easy for us to tell which is larger because we can simply look at which one has the larger numerator. So in order to get to the new common denominator for the first fraction, we multiplied the denominator by 11. So we're going to multiply the numerator by 11 as well. And in order to get to the common denominator in the second fraction, we multiplied the denominator by 7. So we're going to multiply the numerator by 7. 7 times 8 gives us 56. So which one of these is bigger? Well, 56 is bigger than 55, and so 8/11 is the bigger of these two fractions. Now, just to check and make sure our methodology works for us, I'm going to go ahead and turn to my calculator and just verify the decimal values of these two fractions, 5/7, 8/11, and you can see that 8/11 is slightly larger than 5/7. All right? Next problem. Which fraction is larger, 3/4 or 7/9? Again, we're going to turn to a common denominator. And the easiest way to do this is just to go ahead and multiply our two denominators together. 4 times 9 gives us 36. So that's our new common denominator. And now in order to get the numerator, since we multiplied 4 by 9 to get the denominator, we're going to multiply 3 by 9 as well. It's 27. And since we multiplied the 9 by 4, we're going to multiply the 7 by 4 as well. And again, you can see 28 is bigger than 27, and so 7/9 is going to be the larger of the two fractions. That ends this video.